Hi, I'm currently at my parents' house and I'm starting a new reading vlog. So I am pet sitting this weekend and I had today to read and I was hoping to finish the vlog I'm reading currently, but it's the vlog where I have to stop. Darcy's going upstairs. We're about to head to bed. I just let them all out for the last time. Lily's gonna go too. We're gonna go upstairs soon? We are. I just need to set this up because, so it is Saturday night and I'm reading books until I get a 5-star read, but tomorrow I have a lot of time. So the only thing I'm doing tomorrow is getting up at 4:30 to let the dogs out and watch the US women's soccer game against Sweden at 5 a.m. So the rest of the day I have to myself. So my sister worked last night, my parents are gone. So we came over to pet sit because we don't live with our parents. We are 30 years old now. My sister will be sleeping here, but she works again Sunday night. So she has to sleep all day. So it is me and I want to read and I thought it'd be fun to do a challenge. I did see Destiny from Destiny said, well, do this, I'll link down below. She did it for a whole week. I'm just doing it for a day. So I have a spinner. I put 1 to 10 on here. So she typically did 1 to 12. This is going to determine how many hours I have to read tomorrow and I'm gonna time it. I've never done like a timing video before, but I like know physically I cannot read 12 hours tomorrow because I will be driving home and I'm gonna be watching the soccer game and I have to work out tomorrow morning, though my workout's gonna count as reading because I'm listening to an audiobook when I run outside. So, and I'm hoping to get some audiobook listening done because I did bring my crochet over. So we're gonna see. So I am going to go ahead and screen record so you can see this. It's already like turning ominously a little bit. I'm nervous. I'm hoping like 5 hours would be like perfect, but it's anywhere from 1 to 10. I don't want it to be 1 because I would be sad. I'm gonna go ahead and spin. Okay, so it landed on 3. This is less than I was hoping it would be, but I mean, I guess it's okay. I'm already gonna get at least 30 minutes done in the morning, so I'll be able to knock this all out tomorrow morning. So 3 it is. We're gonna be reading 3 hours together and I'm hoping to start Lex Martin's new book. So I don't think I'll finish it in 3 hours, but we're gonna be reading 3 hours tomorrow and I will take you along with me the entire 3 hours. Good morning. It is 8:45. I've been up for 4 hours. I watched the US women's soccer game and I'm still like not processing what happened. Very heartbreaking loss. The US played a really good game. Lost in 7 penalty shootout kicks, however you say it. So typically if you tie in a game and it's knockout round, so you lose, you're out. So we have to have a winner. So they were 0-0 the entire time, though the US had the most possession and like 11 shots on goal and did not get any in. Sweden's goalie was very good. So it went into an extra 30 minutes, 2 15-minute periods. Then it went into penalty kicks. You normally have 5, but it was tied. The US scored their first 3, missed the next 2. That would have won the game, and then went into 2 more and Sweden won. So it was very emotionally draining and heart-wrenching, and it was supposed to, I thought I was gonna be done watching at like 6:30, wasn't over till 7:30. So I did not run this morning. Once it hits like after 8 o'clock, I don't want to run outside. It's too hot and I was starving by like 6:45, so I went ahead and ate breakfast once it was in extra time. So I did not work out, so I have not actually started my reading yet. It's 3 hours today, so I actually have 2 audiobooks I want to start. I need to finish The Fiancé Farce by Alexandra Bellafleur, and I need to continue listening to That Summer Feeling, which I'm really loving. They're both sapphic romances. The Fiancé Farce is probably like a 4-star read. It's cute. They had to have a marriage of convenience in order for the one to get like her publishing company because it was like in her grandfather's will or something, and the other one has a bookstore that her stepmother's gonna sell, so she asked the other one for $6 million, and they obviously fall in love, but it's long. It's 13 hours, a little too long of an audiobook for me, so it's more like a 4-star read. But That Summer Feeling is like a sleepaway camp for adults. It's like 2 sisters. The love interest is a woman with her 3 brothers there, and the 2 women are roommates. So the one is divorced, thinks she's supposed to fall in love with the other one's brother, but obviously she's gonna fall for her. So cute so far. But I did bring my crochet. I am currently working on a blanket. I do need to tie in my ends, so I think I want to do 2 squares this morning and then work on tying the ends of all the ones that I brought over, because like I hate tying in ends and that's what I was leaving. But it is like a daisy granny square blanket. I did get a blocking board for my birthday, so I need to block these, but I'm gonna crochet some while listening to my audio, and I only have to read for 3 hours today, so I am gonna set my timer and hopefully crochet for like an hour. I have 10 minutes of listening. I have 30 minutes left of the fiance farce, which means it's 10 minutes to listen on 3 times speed, and then listen to some That Summer Feeling, and then I will read physically probably Lex Martin's new book because it sounds really, really angsty. So let's start reading. Okay, so 12 minutes in, I just paused the timer. I finished my first book, and I think I'm gonna give it 3.5 stars. It was okay. I definitely think it was too long. It's 12 hours and 40 minutes for a romance, which is kind of long, and it was a fake engagement romance where I really did like the fake engagement. I just feel like it dragged a little in the middle. Like if there's parts where I'm like, what even happened during this book that made it 12 hours? It's too long. But I did like the difference between both heroines, how one was very, very rich and she was a cover model too for romance novels, which was fun, and the other one just was living a more modest life at a bookstore, but then they both kind of had family that intertwined based on like step stuff, like step cousin, steps mom, stuff like that. But the one I really felt for her because she had a really traumatic event with one of their relatives in high school who was spreading pictures of her, and he never really like got in trouble for it. So that kind of like came to fruition in the future now, where he finally had to face consequences for some of his actions. So overall it was cute, but I'm definitely liking That Summer Feeling better. So I am going to switch over to that. I had it out on Libby and then it was due back at the library, so then I had to return it, but my reserve came back in. So I do have it physically, but I definitely want to listen to the audio. That's how I would typically listen to traditionally published stuff because my Libby has them. But I'm going to be now getting into That Summer Feeling. Hello, you can see Gigi over there. I finished 2 more squares and then I sewed in all the ends of 5 of them. So good work. I have an hour and 38 minutes left. I am 5 hours into the audiobook and I only have 3.5 hours left, and it's really good. I really like how Stevie and Garland are falling for each other. Garland had a vision that she was supposed to be in love with Stevie's brother, so Stevie was like, fine, I'll help you guys get together, and it's obvious that they're not meant to be together, and so Garland wants the brother to be with her sister, and then she finally admits that she likes Stevie. But I feel like it's kind of very insta-love. Like all of a sudden it's like, well, yeah, I like you, and they're like, yeah, I like you, and like I'm like, okay, where is the rest of the story gonna go? Because they're just like, now we're gonna be happy and in love. I'm like, you guys just admitted you liked each other and now you're like happy and in love. So it feels like a little insta love, but I do love the setting. It's very summer camp. I like there was a scavenger hunt and they had to do like high ropes courses. So it feels very summer and it's very fun. And Garland has never like admitted to herself that she also likes women. She was in a relationship. She was married and divorced, so her and her sister are very not jaded when it comes to love, but have very interesting ideas. Like they really want love because their parents had such a horrible marriage. So yeah, it's good so far. But now I'm going to read my ebook for the next hour and a half and hopefully I love it, because it's supposed to be super angsty because the heroine has been in love with her best friend and then he gets her sister pregnant and has a baby with her sister, and obviously they like reconnect and I'm assuming get together. But it's also a football romance, and she transfers schools to get away from him and he transfers to her school and is like the hotshot football player and she can't stay away. So time to read some on my Kindle. have 35 minutes left and I'm 20% into the book. I'm flying through this. It's actually very quick. We can see that here. I'm so close to being done and I'm really enjoying it. So we got this part where it was in the prologue, which I appreciated because I just read Weak Side by S.J. Silvis. The whole premise of that book was that it was fake dating. They didn't fake date until like 60% into the book. So I really appreciate that she's already shown she was in love with her sister's boyfriend. They had already had the baby together and she was just like fed up with how much her sister like flaunted their sex life in front of her, to the point where they were on FaceTime and her sister like deliberately showed him naked in the background. So she left. The sister is more so like a vindictive character where she is obviously trying to rub it in her sister's face that she is with him, and she left a note behind with her phone number for him. He never called. Obviously something happened to that note. We're assuming the sister did something. That's all been in 20%. So I feel like I really like the pacing of this. It's just like really jumping into the story. She volunteers at an animal shelter, which is so cute, and she's doing a photo shoot. She's a photographer with athletes and the dogs. He shows up and she's like, you transferred here? And he's like, yeah. Her sister actually was on a reality show when they were younger, so she like hates all social media. She doesn't like attention at all, so he never knew where she went, and it's good so far. I really like it. And he's a single dad, and I'm assuming what's gonna happen is he's gonna have to ask her for help babysitting, so we'll see if that happens. But enjoying it, and we'll see how the last 35 minutes go. Hello, it is, what time is it? 12:12. I have finished my 3 hours of reading. I got 36% into this, which is actually really impressive because I only read like an hour and a half of my actual ebook. I finished Fiancé Farce, 3.5 stars, read more of That Summer Feeling, which is still really cute, adult sleepaway camp summer romance, and this one, which is still really good. It's forced proximity now, where something happened and she's being forced to be around him more. I don't want to spoil anything, but I really do love the aspect of him being a single dad and him having to play football and them like being reintegrated into each other's lives because they were like best friends before, and her being more part of the son's life now too. So it's getting good. I am really enjoying it. The angst was there, but I feel like the angst is nowhere, like isn't going to be part of the story anymore because it's like really in the past now. I do hate when the hero is very oblivious to every woman literally throwing themselves at his feet, and that's what's happening in here. I'm not the biggest fan when every woman he interacts with is flirting and wanting to get with him, and then him being oblivious to it. Those are some things that are kind of pet peeves of mine when it comes to romance. I'm like, literally every woman does not fall at the feet of a man that's just that attractive. Like, come on. Like, it was the nurse at the hospital, babysitters, I think at one point it was like even the waitress. Someone cannot be interested in this man. But overall, really good so far, and I'm enjoying it. It does come out on Monday, I think, the day I'm filming this, so it should be out by now. So if you're interested, check out this one. But that is this read vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want me to do it again, let me know. I will say I'm like a little disappointed it was only 3 hours. I kind of wanted a little more for this vlog. I'm obviously gonna go read more, but the concept was just to read as much as the timer said, since I have such a free day. We'll see if I do it again. Let me know if you enjoyed the concept, and if you've read any of these 3 books, I would love to hear. And that's all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day.